Same steps, different results. Why? Because preparation isn't just movement, it's strategy. Concept 1. Distance control. Distance control in your preparations are a major part of the action. The distance between you and your opponent determines the actions following the preparation. For close distance, you can retreat one step and then take over when you have more attacking space. By backing one step, you could also mitigate the chance of opponent hitting an attack on preparation only. For medium distance, the most common choices are either you start an attack and getting the reprise, or waiting for the opponent to start and hitting him on the preparation. Other options such as faking an attack and pulling your opponent short, or doing a parry post on your opponent's attack on prep depends on his actions or playstyle. For longer distance, where both players do little preparation steps, it is much safer to start an attack because of the long distance in between. The opponent is harder to hit on attack on preparation, but you can still pull them short when faking an attack on prep. Now this is a good distance versus a bad one in the preparation. Preparation is about where you are, not just how you move. Concept 2. Drawing reactions. Provocation. The provocation is a major part of the preparation, and you include it in your preparation most of the time, except for direct attacks. It provokes your opponent into making a decision that they shouldn't be making, and thus you can punish them. For example, both players finish their preparations, you did half step forward to make the opponent think that you're going to start an attack, and they'll do a single lunge for attack on prep, but too late, you pull them short and takes over. Sometimes provocations can also lead to your opponent directly retreating, thus you taking over. You are not just moving forward, you're asking a question. You need to make the opponent react or fall in your trap. Each preparation should force your opponent to make a mistake. Concept 3. Changing rhythm. Tempo. Tempo is the biggest variable in Saber matches. Same steps, same distance, but completely different results, depending on how fast or slow the action is executed. Two fencers can perform identical footwork at identical distance, yet the outcome changes, entirely because of timing. Tempo controls how your opponent reads your intention and decides the response. Sometimes, changing tempo becomes a form of provocation. By accelerating suddenly, you can force your opponent to react quickly, often rushing their decision and making mistakes. They may try to match your speed, which can break the structure or cause them to commit too early. On the other hand, when you deliberately slow down, you can draw them into attacking prematurely, especially if they become impatient or misinterpret your movement as hesitation. This constant manipulation of tempo creates uncertainty. Your opponent is no longer just reacting to the distance or movement, but to rhythm. By varying between fast and slow, explosive and controlled, you disrupt their expectations and take control of the exchange. In this way, tempo isn't just about speed. It's a tactical tool used to provoke, deceive, and ultimately dictate the flow of the battle. The best fencers don't move faster, they move more unpredictably. Yet common mistakes still exist, such as being always in the same speed, preparing too close, and no intention, just moving forward. You need to pre-think about what you're going to do in the next touch, your preparation, and your thoughts before the touch. Master these, and your preparation won't just look good, it'll win points.